Good afternoon, race fans from Kansas, and welcome here to not only this will be the second race of the second round, but this will also be our second elimination race for the PCS Monster Energy Series drivers. Now, let me explain why we're here at Kansas and not here at Arizona. We were going to do Arizona last week. Unfortunately, the results were wiped due to a massive accident that took part in this group, this first group of four, which we didn't get to even get to the playoff opener, or playoff second race of the round of 12, excuse me. And we had to move it over here to Kansas. And since we knew we were going to come to Kansas anyway for our second elimination race, we decided to let these drivers make up their race here today. Then tomorrow will be the AutoZone Amateur Series and Coca-Cola Truck Series races, then Buffalo Wild Wings Series, and then these drivers will be back here 4 days from now for the elimination race. But Henry Williams will be on the pole, Zoe Perry, Emma Tutu, and Marco Diaz. We're going to get these cars rolling off. This is going to be 20 laps each. So these drivers, once their race is done, they will take them to the garage, get these cars impounded. Because if you crash in this makeup race, you will have to go to a backup car for the race coming up at in 4 days' time. So you won't have anything to have in that event. So I'm going to go ahead and share this with everybody in the President's chat. And we'll keep an eye on the drivers who are coming into this race needing good runs here today, so that way they avoid being eliminated from the championship hunt. But coming into this race, as far as the danger zone is concerned, we have Zach Underwood, number 1. Number 2, Hazel Triggs. Number 3, Nicholas Dutch. 4, Hattie Swore. 5th, Brooklyn Carter. 6 goes to Vanellope Von Schweetz, because a lot of these drivers were part-timers. 7th, Caitlin Roy. Tyler Henderson is 8th. 9th is Sierra Harris and Lila Bakai 10th. Green flag! As we are making this first race up, it's our division weekend to start at Kansas. Kansas-1 to be exact. That's why the title of this video is called Kansas-1. And then in 4 days now, it'll be Kansas-2 for the Monster Energy Series. So, yeah, that is a look at the drivers. We'll also give you a playoff grid, and you can also check down the description for the timestamps of the race. We're running the day version of Kansas. We will run the night version in 4 days' time. So these cars we'll get some good data on what our day race is going to be like and what a night race is going to be like. Marco Diaz is currently the leader. Henry Williams in 2nd. Sydney Vortex, Jerry Harvick. And in 5th is Paul Michaels. He's making his 2nd start. There's Maggie Pubtown. And for some reason, I don't know what the deal is with NR Gen 3, why Bella San Diego is driving a white Ford when it's supposed to be a Nissan, so I do apologize. I'll have to fix that before the elimination race. I don't know what is it with NR 3 with a white paint scheme when it should be the regular paint scheme, so I will need to fix that before I do the elimination race. So I don't know what the issue is, but again, I apologize for that issue. So it will have to be fixed and taken care of. And looks like I did it again with Lily Gordon, so I'm going to have to see what's going on with the paints, because if we're going to have paint problems, as Leslie Watson nearly wrecked the 60 car, I need to check and see what's going on with the paints, because there should be no excuse why the paints didn't load up for some reason. So I will need to get into the bottom of what's going on. So I'll need to get that addressed, as Marco Diaz got ping-ponged by Jerry Harvick. That was close. But as I said, so that means I got 2 cars I need to fix as far as the little issue is concerned. So we'll have to fix that next race. And Zach Underwood's got some damage to his Audi. That didn't bring out a yellow, however. And it was with Leslie Watson. And looks like Noah Parker initiated that. So that would be female abuse for him. And it just caused a stack up, so. Oh, we got a crash. Michelle Furling's in the wall. Oh, there goes Zach Underwood. Caution is out. We're racing back to the line, and Emily Jones is going to take the lead. And our caution for the first time here today at Kansas. Lap 7 of 20. And as I said, Michelle Furling and Zach Underwood, the reasons for this caution. And looks like both cars will have to go to a backup car for the elimination race coming up in 4 days' time. See what happened here. They're 3 wide. I think the 015 got into the 29. No. I think the 015 just got a little tight there. That's Maggie Pubtown. Comes down and gets into the Ricky Cervantes. And into the wall goes that Dodge. And yes, Cody brought up another good point. Zach Underwood came into this race in the danger zone of losing his spot. And, well, with a DNF here today, that's not what he needed. And he's more than likely going to enter these last 6 races basically in a must-win situation. In fact, he has not had a top 10 or a top 5 this year. And what in the flipping world are we doing here, y'all? So, yeah. So, 2 things. So, that means, 1, I will have to fix those cars as far as NR Gen 3 using the St. Louis Deadbird strategy. So that's number 1. Number 2, they should be all fixed and ready to go for next week. So, yeah. But like I said, you know, with the fact that these drivers will have to go to backup machines if they crash in these in this makeup race, that's going to be a lot of pressure, and they may end up having to start at the rear of the field as a result of this. As the lights are out on the pace car, we have 10 laps complete, 10 laps to go. Pretty simple. And as I expected, Zach Underwood and Michelle Furling out of the race. Zach Underwood is absolutely going to find himself in a must-win situation. Otherwise, that will be all she wrote for him. So Emily Jones going to lead us back to the green. Could be our only restart of the day. As we are back to green. I didn't watch the Cup race because this race is more important than the Cup race, because the Cup race sucks like ass. Because we don't need Bubba Wallace winning Cup races and using the St. Louis Deadbird strategy. Emily Jones looking for her first career win. Of course, remember Troy. Here's the other bad news for Zach Underwood. His teammate Troy King is already going to Buffalo Wild Wings Series next season. So that's 2 of the RPM Motorsports cars in trouble. Possibly a 3rd. And you're wondering where Ish Taylor is in points. I am going to pull that up for you all. And what could be a brawl moment is bleh. Let's try it again. Would be if Ish Taylor, okay, he's 84th in the points. What could be a brawl moment is that we could end up having all 3 of Alex Hawkins' drivers end up losing their spots possibly. You see my point? Can't talk today for some reason. By the way, this is Annie Winters replacing the injured Abigail Furling for the rest of the season. I believe for Winters, this is her first start of the season. Yes, it is confirmed. First start of the year for April Winters. Her sister, April Winters, who you will see her tomorrow in the truck race and in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series race, will also be in this ride for the rest of the season. And like I said, I will have to fix the 32 and the 54 because I don't know why the paint schemes did not load up. Probably NR 2003 being a derping hyena. Whatever the case, at least they're on track. But we will have to get those paint schemes fixed ASAP. I'll probably do that before I do the next race. Coming to 5 laps to go. Russell Furling in the 00 having a good run. There's Audra Baranowskis. Chelsea Richards, who announced who will be moving down the Buffalo Wild Wings Series next season. Caution is out. With 5 to go, who did this? Oh, a big wreck. Bouvier's in it. Frida Suarez. Todd Montgomery, remember Todd Montgomery still sore from his accident. J.J. Park in his debut race. April Winters was collected. Frida Suarez was also collected. Bella San Diego, Sydney Vortex, Mandry Campbell collected. What on Maypin just happened? Let's see what happened here. Up to Frida Suarez. Oh! Esme Rousseau getting ruffled up by April Winters. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Brian Gomez, we believe, is also collected in this. And looks like Scarlett Nelson got chopped off by Diego Marquez, came down into Todd Montgomery. That will probably be dismissed. And then J.J. Park, nowhere to go. Noah Parker's in it. Michelle Conrad was collected. Sydney Vortex and Edgar Furling was collected in this. Josephine Bouvier. There's the 07 of April Winters collected. Remember, all of the... Oh, and the 32 was collected. Remember, all these drivers have to run these same cars in 4 days' time, and they cannot ill afford a wreck, or they would go to backup machines. I think Brian Gomez's damage looks like they can get that fixed, but all those cars with heavy damage will have to go to a backup car and more than likely have to start at the rear of the field. The question is, will we get back to green? We'll have to wait and see. See, I don't know why, like I said, I don't know what's going on with my NR, but I'll have to get it fixed eventually, so it can stop being a drunken hippo. Out of the race, Edgar Furling, Sydney Vortex, Josephine Bouvier, Todd Montgomery, Mandry Campbell, Bella San Diego. They're out of the race. They join Zach Underwood, Michelle Furling, who've already gone behind the wall. Green and white is out. One more lap to go. And like I said, these drivers will be back here at Kansas in 4 days' time to get ready to prepare for the elimination race, as we're down the back straightaway for the last time. And it looks like she's going to pull this one off. Emily Jones from start to finish. Cody gets a bro moment because Emily Jones is going to win a Monster Energy Series race. And that 056 team is going to victory lane. First win of the season for Emily Jones. First win of her career, I should say. And she's ready for trucks and Buffalo Wild Wings next season. I can guarantee you that. Standings are official. This is race 26. The elimination race is going to be race 27. Emily Jones, Marco Diaz, Audra Baranowskis, Russell Furling, Henry Williams, Chelsea Richards, Jerry Harvick, Xavier Alsop, Zoe Perry, Lily Gordon, the top 10. As I said, I'm going to fix Lily Gordon and the 32 and Bella San Diego's rides, because NR 2003 being a darping hyena. If you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, Driscoll 14th, good run for her. Paul Michaels redeems himself after a dismal debut. April Winters 28th. To be fair, it's her debut race. Good thing is, they will get that car repaired and she will not have to go to a backup car. But from 30th all the way down to 37th, they will go to backup cars as a result of this incident. So, race 1 of 8 and race 1 of 4 to start this race weekend for Monster is going to continue. So we have 7 more races for Monster as far as here at Kansas is concerned. We have the 3 more division races, and then we will have the elimination race coming up for them. But first, it's time for race 2. But first, I got to fix those cars that were being drunk by NR 2003's drunkiness. So let's take care of that little issue, shall we? Okay. I gotta make sure this gets fixed. So I'll check in a few days' time if the issue is fixed or if I have to fix it again. So we'll see. All right, Group 2, you're up next. And now for April Winters and Annie Winters, they now have an extra 20 laps. As I'm going to go ahead and shut up the official so that way he doesn't interrupt me by using the mute button on my laptop. You have been muted. Dora Marquez on the pole. First time Kia has won the pole. Yes, there's the top 28. There's a couple of drivers in this field who need good runs, like Hattie Swore, who really needs a good run. Leela Pakai, who got pushed into the danger zone after last time out's race. Vanellope von Schweetz, again, disappointing me as far as the qualifying situation is concerned. Normally, when I do the second race of the second round, I normally won't be sharing it, but because I want to share it for everybody's sake, because they are all curious about who's moving on to the next round and who's not, as the cars are rolling up behind the pace car. Now, let me check to make sure NR 2003 is not being a derping hyena, and it looks like that is not the case this time. So NR 2003 has become a derping hyena with Group 1. This is also going to be big for drivers who are racing trucks in Buffalo Wild Wings Series, like Hattie Swore, for instance, like April Winters, like Paul Michaels, who's going to be replacing Prudence Littlejohn. I don't know how long Prudence is going to be out. I know Abigail Furling is out for the season. I know that for sure. I know Leslie Gordon is out for the season, so Samantha Gordon's going to have to carry the torch for the family name. And also some of these drivers who have not been to victory lane this season, like a Kelsey Hobbs, like a Marion Jamestown, Dora Marquez, Morgan Henderson, they need to get a win today, because they want to go to victory lane as desperately as everybody else is. Green flag for race number 2. So we have officially begun the Kansas weekend, even though we have Monster Energy drivers on track first, which sounds a bit weird, but to be fair and honest with you, it is to make up the race back at Arizona. So to be fair, Hattie Swore in the 19 in second place comes into this race, one of the drivers in the danger zone of losing her spot for next season. So she's got her work cut out for her. Also, Brooklyn Carter comes into this race also in the danger zone. You will see her in the next race. Dora Marquez has not been to victory lane this season. I want to check something here as Hattie Swore is going to go for the race lead. Now, here's the other thing you need to remember. Hattie Swore comes into this race in the danger zone. If she goes to victory lane, that is not what the guy who does not want to see that is Arlonzo Carrera, and Swore has taken the lead. And that is the last thing that the 48 team wanted to see. Because if Hattie Swore goes to victory lane, not only Hattie Swore has done something that's never happened before, winning 3 races in her rookie year in PCS Ray, but Hattie Swore would live to see another season. And that would put Arlonzo Carrera in the danger zone of losing his spot. And here's the other thing for Hattie Swore. If she does win this race, she's won with 3 different manufacturers this season. She's won with Chevy for DVR and trucks. She's won in a Honda Accord in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Could she win in a Toyota here in the Monster Energy Series? Caution is out. Oh my God. Tico Jumiaka, hard accident. Lisa Gonzalez. Samantha Gordon, Annie McGinnis, Morgan Henderson, possibly Darby King. Caution is out, no doubtably. And Swore will lead us back to the yellow. What happened? Lisa Gonzalez has had a nightmare of a year. Let's see where this incident got started. Oh, Morgan Henderson did not need this. Because I believe Morgan... I don't know where Morgan Henderson is in points. They tried to go 4 wide. That was not going to work. And Tico Jumiaka gets sent up into the wall. So that's male abuse. Morgan's trying to slow up. There's the one car. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gonzalez hit the roof of the 40. But she did it at a low speed, I will say that. Let's see. Yeah, she only did it at 60 miles an hour, so I don't think Tico should be hurt. But he'll be all right, thankfully. They'll flip the car back over and he'll climb out, which they did. But again, that's a couple of drivers. Of course, remember Tyler Henderson? We talked about him being in the danger zone. Morgie came into this race. Morgie Henderson, that is. 586, 38th in points, so Morgie is somewhat safe.
Did you eat anything yet?
Only thing I ate was when I went to Cholinos.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something too.
That would be a good idea, mate. Get something in your stomach. I'm probably full from that Mexican food, okay? Yeah, I had 2 chimichangas. If anyone has a problem with me going to Cholinos, then that's your problem, not mine. But anyway, back into the topic in hand. Marion Jamestown, I talked about, Vaughn Schweetz being in the danger zone of possibly losing her spot next season. The same could be said for Marion Jamestown. As we're going to go back to green, about to be at the halfway point of this race. Out of the race after that one, Tico Jumiaka is out of the car. Thankfully, he's okay. He walked away from that accident. But he'll be in a backup car along with Annie McGinnis, along with Samantha Gordon, and Lisa Gonzalez. Boy, Lisa Gonzalez is having a nightmare of a 2023 season. And Lisa came into this race 69th in the points, so more than likely she's going to be dropping through the points table, so that's not what she needed. And before anybody asks, yes, I did change the paint scheme on the 21 you will see in the next race. There's Dora Marquez. Kia has yet to go to victory lane this season. Also, Nathan Orman Motorsports has yet to go to victory lane this season. Of course, he'll be Furling's Motorsports next season. Team owner Abigail Furling, who is done for the season due to injuries, and she's currently back home resting in LA, so I do wish Abigail Furling a speedy recovery. Which also means I'm going to end up having Brittany White in the booth with me for the AutoZone Amateur Series race tomorrow. Which is, interestingly enough, one of my drivers. Now, the officials have already told the Monster Energy Series drivers, because you guys already practiced, qualified, and happy houred back at Arizona, they ended up repairing all of the cars from Arizona because they already brought the Kansas cars here. Or only brought one car from Kansas. So like I said, if you crash in this event, you will go to a backup car and have to start at the back of the field as Makoto Tanaka currently leads. Thankfully, that incident wasn't severe enough. Zach Underwood and Michelle Conrad and all those drivers involved in that first race were checked and released from the care center, thankfully. Marianne Jamestown, she's another one of those drivers trying to get out of that danger zone. Or actually, no, she's somewhat safe in the danger zone. Hattie Swore, on the other hand, needs to get out of the danger zone. The other thing Hattie Swore needs to have happen is drivers ahead of her in points. I also mentioned about Dora Marquez. This is also an important race for her because she's right now right near that cut line as far as being dropped into the danger zone. You see my point? Because here's the thing. If Hattie Swore wins, that is not what the 48 of Arlonzo Carrera wanted to see, and he'll be in the next race. So that's going to be a lot of pressure on Arlonzo Carrera. Hattie Swore just trying to find a good run or trying to find a win. That's all Hattie Swore has to do. You have to win. Jamestown's trying to find victory lane for the first time this season for Nam. Hattie Swore is trying to do something she's never done before in the PCSRA. Get her first career win with 3 different manufacturers. 4 to go. And remember, Hattie Swore is part of the DVR affiliation. Technically, she's driving for JGR, but in support of World NOS Racing, just like Erica Douglas is. And speaking of Douglas, you will see her in the next race. Hattie Swore to the lead. If we get a caution now, it's over. Now Hattie Sware's got to drive away from the 31. This would be big for DVR because, say if Chloe Erickson, which is going to be confirmed, Hattie Swore was originally possibly going to Buffalo Wild Wings next season, but if she wins here today with 2 to go, she will not be going to the Buffalo Wild Wings series. Correction, Cody. Maddie Crenshaw's already in the danger zone, you derp. Yeah, because Maddie Crenshaw's behind Hattie Swore in points. White flag. What a career year for Hattie Swore. This would be her 3rd PCSRA win, her first career Monster Energy Series win, and most of all, Hattie Swore, you will live to see another season in Monster. Hattie Swore wins her third different race in the PCS array. And Hattie Swore, you are safe from losing your spot in the tiers. Her third career PCS array win, her first career Monster Energy Series win, after winning for DVR in trucks with a Chevy, winning a Honda in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series, but was not high enough in points for that win to count towards the playoffs in Buffalo Wild Wings. And now she has done the unthinkable, winning in Monster with a Toyota. And Hattie Swore will not move down the Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, everybody at DVR has got to be thrilled, and that was not what the 48 team wanted to see. And Cody cannot believe it. Oh my goodness. That's going to shake up the danger zone, ladies and gentlemen. Hattie Swore wins. Great job to her. She will be in the truck race tomorrow. I wonder if that will give her some motivations. Alice Kitchen so close to her first career win, but will settle for second. Marianne Jamestown, well-needed run from her in third. Kelsey Hobbs in fourth. Makoto Tanaka fifth. Paulette Burrows sixth. Lauren Chamberlain, Sam Johnson, Leela Bakai, well-needed run for that driver in ninth. And 10th is Ben Tennyson, making this a top 10 result for the Bahamas racing team. Good job to them. Mackenzie Thompson, 11th. Dora Marquez, a well-needed run in 12th. Tony Lopez, Amanda Wallace, which I don't think I showed you guys the car, the Amanda Wallace car that she's driving. There it is. That was the car she was driving today. That car she will drive for the rest of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to the pace car. So good job to Amanda Wallace in 14th. Lainey Frederickson complete the top 15. Lindsay Sutton, Annie Einstein, Paula Massa, Vanellope Von Schweetz. Ooh, I don't know if that 19th place finish is going to be good enough. We'll have to wait and see from when we have the points coming up, and Alexander Van Dam complete the top 20. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, number of drivers will go to backups. Tika Jumiaka, Annie McGinnis, Samantha Gordon, Lisa Gonzalez. They did not need those bad results today. And this could really shake up the danger zone, as I said, heading into next week. Or heading into our elimination race in 4 days' time. Excuse me, not next week, because we'll be here at Kansas in 4 days' time. So, yeah, a couple of drivers going to definitely take hits. Riley Anderson just really, it's been a, let's say Riley Anderson who sucks at racing right now, because she's really not having a good season. So, but Hattie Swore, her third career PCS array win, her first in the Monster Energy Series. And she is now won in all 3 series. That's a bit of a shocker. All right, time for the next race. And Cody's like, Danny, I can't believe she won in all 3 races. That's just a bro moment. Yes, it is a bro moment. Only Hattie Swore can say, I have won in all 3 series. Okay, smacks NR. Hang on, NR decided to crash on me, so we're going to be in a bit of a delay. Give me 1 second. Time to go smack NR with a boss. Just as I was getting ready to start the third race of the day, NR decided to take a shit and crash on me. You dumbass game. Alright, so while we're fixing NR and getting it back up again, and hopefully without any technical problems. It's like, I don't know how many times I've had problems with NR crashing during a race weekend. I've had it happen when it was on the last race of the day, not the second to last race. Okay. Good thing I saved the results for that one, so we're currently in a bit of a delay, but I don't think it will be that long of a delay. Unless NR 2003 decides to use the St. Louis dead bird strategy. So while we are currently in a delay trying to get NR back up and going, I want to remind everybody this telecast is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association, and it may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and description of this broadcast may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association. PCS, I want to thank you fans for your continued support. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. I wonder if Hattie Swore could possibly win again just to solidify her good performance of late, as Chrome just needs to quit popping up for no damn reason. I have to go smack Chrome because Chrome wants to use the St. Louis dead bird strategy, and I did. Okay. I did not ask you to pop up, you derping hyena. I'm gonna run Chrome over with a bus. I swear, if you quote that, it's a misinformed derp. Okay. Now let's get NR 2003 popping up before my laptops decide to use the St. Louis dead bird strategy on me. Alright, NR's popped up, and I have to go smack it when I'm done with them. Welcome to PCS Ray Comedy Hour. More like welcome to PCS Ray. I just want to kill NR. Thank you very much. Have a flippin' nice day. Alright, we are back up and going. NR, do not crash on me, or I will send Cody to kill you. Shut up, official. I don't care if you guys put the shut up official as a part of the quote. It's fine by me. Hey, Victor Gonzalez is on pole. Cody. Barra! And that's the guy who is really sweating bullets. By the way, George Wright's making his return. There's a top 28, and here is the rest. Boy, a couple of drivers really... That's not good qualifying for two drivers that are right now in that danger zone. So, yeah. Alright, time to get these cars rolling off. Race 3 of the day. Actually, here's the thing. Coca-Cola Truck and Buffalo Wild Wings Series driver stealing poles from monster drivers. That would be Victor Gonzalez. Ah, shit. You are so funny, Cody. Anyway, George Wright is taking over this ride from Nathan Orman for the rest of the season because Ormy has now officially retired from Monster. And that is an automatic restart because the fart dart did not want to go racing and is like, I want to pull off the track. And the officials are like, no, you must race. You must race. Or gets run over by my female but whatever, I'm not even going to say it. That was kind of creepy. But anyway, back on topic here. Making sure nobody at the back is broken down before we go green. Okay, here we go. All right, so Carly Bill's little issue is fixed. Oh, God, now you just got Carla triggered. Congratulations. Anyway, race number 3 of 4 is green. Let's go racing, boys. And who cares about Bubba Wallace winning? Because he sucks. If Bubba Wallace wins the Owners' Championship, it's rigged. Anyway, moving on. Nicholas Dutch, we talked about him as far as one of the drivers in the danger zone of losing his spot for next season. Needs a good run today or a win like Hattie Swore did. Shut up, phone. I'm commentating. If it's my grandmother, I will call her back after this race. Oh, crash! Leo Einstein in the wall! Oh, Truman X! And Brian's. I don't think so. They haven't returned, so you missed nothing. Caution's out for the first time in this race. Oh, 3 wide. Ooh, yeah, Gwen Tennyson ran a little hard, pushed Leo Einstein up in the 65, took both cars in the wall. That's not Timmy Turner's ride, just FYI. That's the Bass Pro Shop Chevy. And then something happens here with Troy Kang. Oh, 68 got spun off the nose. I think that was by Melanie Rogers. I'm sorry?
Yeah, I just checked it out.
All right. Oh, they went 4 wide. Looks like Truman X just squeezed Melanie Rogers. Well, technically I would say male abuse, but I'm going to have to say female abuse charge for the 68. A lot of damage to his car. Leo Einstein's done for the day. Thankfully, Leo has that win to keep his safety. And Emmy Lipson's out of the race with a camshaft. So another disastrous weekend could happen for that Subaru team. That's too bad. The Cowboys will not use the dead bird strategy. They will just R-ward the game like usual. Go figure. Thankfully, Emmy Lipson has that win, or that would have been bad news for her. So we'll see where this is going to situate the playoff drivers going into our elimination race in 4 days' time. No, because the Cowboys will deflate the balls, and then they'll be fine, and we'll be forced to give the win to the Bucks, and blah, 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 blah. Green flag back in the air. Out of the race, Truman X, Leo Einstein, and then Emmy Lipson blew up under the yellow, so Emmy Lipson's season has been less than stellar. Other than that win she got this year, it's been a complete disaster. Victor Gonzalez in the 51. By the way, I'm going to point this out. Stephanie Driscoll's surgery will happen during the off season, so she will have enough time to recover. I was informed today by Patrick. So she will have enough time to recover, and she'll be ready to go by the time we get to our season opener at Ricky next year. And there's Tyler Henderson, who absolutely cannot afford another bad result. There's Sandy Stewart. Sandy's had an okay year. There's Ben Kalikawak. Chloe Erickson. Of course, she's going to be moving down to the Buffalo Wild Wings series. And because Hattie Swore won, that will no longer be an issue for the 46 unless she ends up changing her mind at the last second. But Chloe said she's going to go ahead and still go to the Buffalo Wild Wings series next season. So with now Hattie Swore winning here in Monster, it takes her out of the Buffalo Wild Wings series. So that means Hattie Swore, who originally was going to go up to the Buffalo Wild Wings series for next season, even though she's running for Rookie of the Year this season in Buffalo Wild Wings, she will not be in the Buffalo Wild Wings series next season because she'll be up here in the tier series. Which tier will be yet to be determined. I talked about drivers like DVR affiliations as far as that's concerned. Erica Douglas, she's had a consistent year, and the yellow's out. Sally Foster's been collected. Brooklyn Carter, this is not good news for Zachary Taylor. Brooklyn Carter was involved. Holly Wilkins involved. Sally Foster's had a nightmare of a year. But one of the drivers who came in the danger zone is involved. This is not what Zachary Taylor's team, Indiana Motorsports, wants. And there's the incident as Holly Wilkins put the 91 in the wall after making contact. Where's Brooklyn Carter? Oh, Holly Wilkins not paying any attention, came down, got Melanie Rogers. That's how Brooklyn Carter got involved. That's called not paying any attention to see if there's cars coming. You could have kept it up on the racetrack there, Holly. And Holly Wilkins came into this race 78th in the points. She is not near that danger zone, but that is not what you need to do. And here's the other interesting part. Alonso Carrera could also escape the danger zone. Boy, the danger zone is going to get shaken up for next week. Because if Alonso Carrera, the guy who's going to win the race, wins this race, he and the gal that just recently won the race, Hattie Swore, they will live to see another season in the tiers. We don't know which tiers, though. That would be insane. As we're going to go back to green with 6 laps of racing to go when we cross the line. Sally Foster is out of this race. And where did Sally come into this race? Sally Foster was 105th. Sally Foster might have just found herself in the danger zone. Remember, her brother Nick fell in the danger zone last season. Could lightning strike twice again for the Foster family? And that is good news for drivers like Sierra Harris and Leela Bakai. This could put Sally Foster in the danger zone. And if that's the case, Sally Foster's in danger of dropping the Buffalo Wild Wings series. Of course, her brother's not racing this season due to basketball commitments. That would be a shame if we don't have a Foster driver next season. And Nick Foster said he does not have any plans on when he's going to return to racing next season. So that could screw things up for that family as far as that's concerned. But Alonso Carrera trying to get his first win of the season. I'm trying to remember if he went to victory lane last season in what was then called the Reese's Pro. Let me double check. Alonso came in to finish last season 41st in points. Never found victory lane. No, Alonso Carrera has never won in the Monster Energy Series because last season he finished last season 41st in points. He has never won in the Monster Energy Series. Could today be his first career win in the Monster Energy Series? But here comes Manny Rivera. The strawberry, the pink lemonade, LA Dodgers Chevrolet out of Brianna Knight Motorsports. Of course, those two drivers, after last week at Nashville, Stephanie Robertson, by the way, got slapped by Brianna Knight. Interesting, that was your team owner who slapped the hell out of you. And Brianna Knight got fined 15 grand for doing that. But to be fair, she was livid when she heard the 66 took out the 59. And like I said, that was your teammate. White flag for Alonso Carrera. Where in the world did Lisa Simpson in the 85 come from? She's up in second. Oh, the race is over. Duh. So Alonso Carrera wins. I was too busy looking at Lisa Simpson. But great second place for her as Alonso Carrera won. I just ESPN'd that, but I don't really care. And standings are indeed official. So congratulations to Alonso Carrera. He will live to see another season. It is also his first career Monster Energy Series win. Boy, the danger zone's going to get shaken up after today. Lisa Simpson second, Manny Rivera third, Stephanie Robertson fourth. So at least this time Robertson redeemed herself. Joseph Scoutmaster, Carla Bell, Victor Gonzalez, Gwen Tennyson, and Chloe Bumgarner in the top 10. Gonzalez will be in the 51 for the rest of the season. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, Sierra Harris 27th. That's not going to do it. Brooklyn Carter 38. She will more than likely head into the last 6 races in a must-win situation. As this is, or 5 races, I'm sorry. She was the last car on the lead lap. Sally Foster, Emmy Lipson, Leo Einstein, Truman X out of the race. Nobody finished a lap down or more. All right, here we go. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The playoff race number 5, and we will also have race number 6, like I said, in 4 days' time. So let's get you to the playoff scenario. They're going to have a very lot of interesting things to come up. I'll just make it 50 laps for the playoff race. As Cody said, a couple of drivers needing good runs to get out of the danger zone, and we'll go over the top 10 in points presented by top 12, the playoff grid. And I shut up the official so he wouldn't talk over me, that little bastard. And Ebonia Miroez is on the pole. Former winner this season at Kentucky. And, interestingly enough, she beat her team owner, Lauren Ekstrom, for the pole. There's the top 28, and there's the rest. Excuse me. So Ebonia Miroez, ever since we got to the playoffs, that 041 team has gotten her act together and then some. As we're getting set for this playoff opener. Last week at Nashville, we started the first race of the round of 12 in which Jacob Tutu went to victory lane and punched his ticket into the next round of the playoffs. And we'll see who will join Jacob Tutu here in this race, and then in 4 days' time, our elimination race, also right here at Kansas. Lauren Ekstrom, and then there's Dylan Cunningham and Katsura Moez. As we're getting ready to get this playoff race going, it's time to get these cars rolling out for the final race of the day. Of course, remember, these drivers will be racing in 4 days' time. As far as the playoffs are concerned. Here's the playoff grid, as I said, brought to you by Golden Corral. Jacob Tutu has the points lead by 30 points over Quincy Einstein. 45 points behind is Lauren Ekstrom, who's third. Katsura Miroez, rolling off from P4, is fourth. Jazz Sugartown, Ben Erickson, Betty Johnson, Brittany White comes in this race in that critical 8th position in points. 9 points behind her is Brianna Knight. She is 9th. 23 points back is June Einstein, who is 10th. And then 35 points back. Or no, wait, let me see. I kind of goofed. Hang on. Let's see. 36 points back, rather, is Valentina Fernandez. And then Ari Springer is a total of... Do not help me in the chat. I can figure this out in my head. 57 points back. 57 points, rather, below the cut line. So Ari Springer absolutely needs a good run here today, or in 4 days' time, she will come back here to Kansas basically in a must-win situation. Here we go. Playoff race number 5 is underway. Let's go racing, drivers. 50 laps these drivers will do. And we'll see what kind of scenarios we will have going into our elimination race in 4 days' time. Evonia Mirmowez will lead the first lap and dethrone any of the playoff drivers leading the first lap of this race. Of course, tomorrow we will have the AutoZone Amateur Series race here at Kansas, followed by the first race of the second round for trucks and Buffalo Wild Wings. Caution is out. So now comes my next question. I'll finish up the schedule in just a second. Now the big question is, did any of our 12 playoff drivers get involved? If that is indeed the case, some of them could be in a must-win situation. I see Jacob Tutu. Samantha Maple, who just recently got eliminated, was involved. Quincy Einstein, second in points, was in it. That's a playoff contender. Ish Taylor's collected. Annie Thomas, Bridget Thomas, White Garcia. June Einstein's on pit road. That's a playoff contender. Betty Johnson, playoff contender involved. And Lynn's out of the race. But I see a couple of playoff contenders were involved. Some were recently eliminated. Oh, we had a huge wreck. Red flag immediately. Red flag immediately. Red flag. Stop the race. Stop the race. Caution, immediate red flag. We had playoff contenders involved, and this could spell disastrous. It's like Ish Taylor got into Annie Thomas. That's female abuse. Up in the Michael, or up in the Maria Nowicki, I'm sorry. Quincy Einstein came down, got the 63. 6 car goes into the wall. Oh, Quincy got flipped over. Mike Chilton, who just recently got eliminated. There's how June Einstein was collected. That's another playoff contender. That's a playoff contender, as I said. Brittany White was in it. Valentina Fernandez. She was collected. This could possibly put Valentina Fernandez basically in a must-win situation. Oh, boy. It's like June Einstein's going to continue in this race. I have to tell him to turn that TV down or shut his door. Abonia Mirmo is currently the leader. Mario copyrights me one more time. I'm going to be furious with him.
That's bad, man.
I'll just do that.
That's bad.
Out of the race after that, Annie Thomas, Courtney Lynn, Quincy Einstein came as second in points. And Samantha Maple. So this is going to put Quincy in a bit of a precarious situation heading into our elimination race in 4 days' time. June Einstein could find herself in a must-win situation. As we're back to green. If you're watching TV, make sure you turn the volume down so you don't copyright me. Thank you.
Are you watching football?
No, I'm recording on my phone. And I don't want to get copyrighted again.
Copyright, whatever the hell that means.
When he played music the other day while I was recording, I got copyrighted. So, Lauren Ekstrom currently leads. Remember, if Lauren Ekstrom wins this race, she is off to the Elite Eight with her teammate Jacob Tutu, who, interestingly enough, is right behind her. Of course, they got Ebony Amir was the meat of that sandwich. The Beamers 1, 2, 3. Cool. And yellow is out for the second time today. Were more playoff contenders involved? Yes, they were. Ari Springer was in it. Rebecca Hawkins, the defending champions, involved. But this is a big one. Oh, thank you, bro. Even though I already ate, but thanks. I had Cholinos like a few hours ago. This is going to put Ari Springer in a must-win situation. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens here. Ish Taylor commit female abuse ×2. Nowhere for Rebecca Hawkins to go, and Ari Springer was just an innocent victim. Rebecca Hawkins been struggling trying to find victory lane this season, but Ari Springer, on the other hand, she's about to find her. She's going to be heading into the elimination race in 4 days' time in a must-win situation. If they can get her car repaired. But if she's too slow, this is going to put Ari Springer in a must-win situation. As the BMW kiddos, 1, 2, 3. Where is their teammate, should I point out? Betty Bird's all the way back in 31st. Dude. Betty's probably going to be a little disappointed. She's been outpaced by her teammates, which is not surprising. But at least we can all say all 5 BMW entries have been to victory lane. So at least there's a silver lining to it. Has Ari Springer continued? No is the answer. Too much damage. And Ari Springer, unless she wins in 4 days' time, that might be it for the young rookie, as she's going to be, as Ari Springer is going to be more than likely in a must-win situation, as I got rudely interrupted. As we're back to green, I'll scrape off the pickle. I'll scrape off the veggies and all that. Huh? Oh, it's just meat and cheese? Okay, well, that works perfectly for me. Thanks, guys. Yes, having burgers while I'm calling the second race of the second round. Thank you to Brahms for sponsoring this race. Just kidding. I tell you what, Abonia Mirwez has really gotten her act together, and then some. Tell her, sorry, I was getting my dinner, blah, 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 blah.
Copyrighted you the other day?
Yes. When he was playing music so loud, and I told him, and I asked him nicely to turn it down. So if we end up having a family meeting, I'm going to bring that up, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Tequila won't believe. Tequila's going to be like, what do you mean he copyrighted you? I was recording. If you don't believe me, I have proof. But I was recording a race when he copyrighted me. So anyway.
All of a 7.
Yeah, and I wake up, I see a copper, I was like, God damn it, Mario. But anyway, Ebonia Mirmoez, back to her. Ever since the playoffs, I think she's gotten her. I think Lauren Ekstrom has been doing the. I want you to try to get some wins to build for next season. And so far, Ebonia Mirmoez, our winner from Kentucky, has done so, and I think she's just looking to get a trip to victory lane, because now both of them, the Mirmoez siblings that are here in the Monster Energy series, have now been to victory lane at least once this season. There's Katsuro right there. As of now, Katsuro Mirmoez is looking very good to possibly punch his ticket into the Elite Eight, and Cody's going to be saying bruh, if you ask me. Brianna Knight's running in 13th, so a well-needed run. The gal that she's trying to run down for the Elite 8 spot, Brittany White's all the way back in 29th. Where's Betty Johnson? She's 19th. So Betty Johnson, okay, now the other driver is Jazz Sugartown, 13th. So I believe Quincy Einstein, this is not good for him. Quincy could find himself possibly below the cut line heading into our elimination race in 4 days. As the three BMW drivers of Jacob Tutu racing with his two female teammates. Now they're going to go 3 wide. Lauren Ekstrom, Jacob Tutu are battling for the championship, and they just told Ebonia Mirmoez, let's just go out there and have fun. And these three have put on a good show. Now they just brought Katsuro Mirmoez right up to this battle. And might I add, Jacob Tutu is the only guy on this team. His teammates are gals. Jacob Tutu's already into the next round of the playoffs. Right now, his team owner, Lauren Ekstrom's about to join him, and possibly Katsuro Mirmoez. That's crazy if the 44 car makes it into the next round, as he's rubbing paint with Katsuro. Oh, Katsuro, no! He just wrecked Lauren Ekstrom. Oh, no. Oh, this is a big crash. So playoff contenders involved. Melissa Cooper's in it. Luke, whoa, what are you doing, Luke Knight? Get down the apron there, son. Caution is out. And Ebonia Mirmoez was collected in something. Oh, she got put up in the wall. Well, oh, that's why she got put in the. She got hit by her brother. That's some pretty significant damage, and of course these two were rubbing paint, and yep, and Ebonia got a piece of it. As he hits her little brother. Brenda Eveling was collected. Luke Knight, that was right in front of playoff contender Ben Erickson of all people. Ben Erickson got lucky. How the 12 blew up? That's what I can't figure. Oh, she blew her engine. Okay. That would officially explain it. Yeah. Brenda Eveling nowhere to go. And like I said, that was right in front of Ben Erickson. That could have put Ben Erickson in the into the danger zone. That was close. And Jacob Tutu leads. There's Ben Erickson, who escaped this time. Just remember, I'm not going to work tomorrow because I'm off. So it'll be Andre, Brian, Mario, and Steven going to work tomorrow, as of this recording. Whereas I'm just going to chill out and not set the damn house on fire. Jacob 2-2. Currently the leader. I don't know what Cody has said to Jacob 2-2 during the regular season, but whatever it did, it lit a fire in Jacob 2-2. And he has been dominant. And now I can't wait to ask the question, could he finally do it? Ben Erickson second, looking like Ben Erickson's in a good situation. Quentin Honey sets out of the race along with Melissa Cooper, who blew a gearbox, but everybody else involved in that wreck has continued on. And if Jacob 2-2 wins, that's 5 more bonus points he's going to have going into the reformatted playoff points. Remember, he won last week at Nashville. After this race is over, Cody Smart and the gang will have your post-race show. They'll be here in the commentary, or they'll be on the NBC Sports wagon, the pit box. Which actually, the pit box got a lot larger. They'll be in like in the SUV, or not SUV, in the inside of a PCS Ray hauler, as the yellow is out again. As they'll recap this race and all that, get ready to preview the rest. Oh, Violet Jackson's in it. That's a shame for Violet. Whitney Wolf's in it. Michael Watson's in it. Red Riding, who just recently got eliminated from the playoffs, and June Einstein must have been involved in this wreck again. May I remind you, that's another playoff contender who's had trouble today. And looks like Whitney Wolf took the Mitsubishi Lancer of June Einstein through the grass and just dumps the 37. That's the same spot Matt Kenseth hit in the Cup race in 03. And Whitney Wolf would be responsible for this little action as she comes back up, gets the 83, gets the 9 car. Took all 4 cars in the wall. And Josh Sugartown's got a problem. That's a playoff contender. And she was scored in 6th at the time. And she came into this race 27 points ahead of 8th in the standings. Boy, playoff contenders having troubles today. The only playoff... Oh, Ben Erickson's out with a tire. Oh, boy. Another playoff contender out of the race. Is it just me, or has Jacob 2-2 got a golden horseshoe up his you-know-what? Because I don't know how in the world Jacob 2-2 is surviving. Sandy Watson in 2nd, Jesse Art in 3rd. Danny Rant, Jessica Miller, Brianna Knight, playoff contender. Ebonia Mirmoz has finally worked her way back up in the top 10 despite the right side of her car being pancaked. There's London Jackson. Now remember, London Jackson is one of the drivers who's trying to run down Amber Whitecastle as far as the Rookie of the Year is concerned. She was last time by, scored in 10th. 16th is where the 17 was last time by. But they're about to update the standings. London is 7th. The 17th is still 16th, so it's probably going to be a 2-horse race as far as the Rookie of the Year honors is concerned. And with Leslie Gordon out for the season due to the injury she suffered, London Jackson's probably going to get some points gained. Will take 3rd place in the Rookie of the Year honors. Like I said, I don't know what kind of scenario we're going to have going into here at Kansas in 4 days' time when we have our elimination race. Jacob Tutu, all he cares about, if he goes to victory lane again, he is more than likely going to get a 10-point cushion over everybody else going into the reformatted points, starting at Michigan. And guess what? That'll be when them and the AutoZone Amateur Series drivers. Yellow is out. I saw the yellow lights on. Oh, we have a wreck on the back straightaway. Oh, look out. Oh my goodness me. Fernandez is collected. Jazz Sugartown just got collected. Sean Art was collected, Maria Nowicki, and another caution flag. Oh, Ebonia Mirmo's got racked. Oh, Betty Barrett got collected in this. Jesse Art ran into London Jackson. This is absolutely going to help the 17, but if the 17's involved, this could really wreak havoc. Barrett got collected. Oh, Betty Barrett's had a miserable day here today. Now watch the game. Oh, Katsura Mirmoez was collected. I didn't see him involved. There's Jazz Sugartown. Oh, the 17 just barely snuck through. Amber Whitecastle got lucky. There's Sugartown. Her day is done. Now, what's going to happen? What happens here with a Boney? Oh, Dylan Cunningham, for whatever reason, not sure what his problem is. He ran the back of a Boney and Mirmoez for really no reason. And then there was a wreck over here in 3. I didn't see who this collected. Oh, it's Timmy Turner. And then, what on bloody earth were you doing, Brenda Eveling? Can somebody quit hitting a Boney and Mirmoez for the umpteenth time? Not sure what the deal was with Up Turner committed female abuse. He took out Ashley Reynolds, but I don't know what the deal is with Brenda Eveling, what her problem is with a Boney. I don't know what was going on between Aboni and Mirmoez and Brenda Eveling. The officials would like to find that out as well. See, Aboni slows down, and then Brenda Eveling just runs over the 041 for really no reason. Oh, Aboni and Mirmoez is not going to be happy with Brenda Eveling. Yeah, I don't know what Dylan Cunningham was doing. Make sure you turn it down. Maria, please turn it down. I'm trying to record something. Thank you. See, that was me being kind. As we're back to green. I went too far on the restart, but oh well. Ebonia, Mirror West, Jazz, Sugartown, 36-7, 44-26, 99. All those drivers out of the race. Brenda Eveling has been asked to see the officials in the big green truck for turning Ebonia Mirmoes for no reason, and Dylan Cunningham has been also asked to see the officials in the big green truck for running in the back of it, for running into Ebony when she was trying to get away from the scene of the accident. So 2 drivers have been asked to see the officials for an interesting chat. I just don't know what that was all about with Cunningham. Yeah, and White Castle might have just won Rookie of the Year thanks to an asshole for causing a wreck. I can say Brenda Eveling definitely deserves being asked to see the officials in the big green truck. And she's probably going to get spanked by Nathan Orman. We're down to 6 laps to go, and can you believe this fairy tale story Jacob Tutu is on? Because I don't know what Lauren Ekstrom said to Jacob Tutu in a private meeting earlier on this year along with Cody Smart, but whatever was said, it not only lit a fire in Jacob Tutu, but he has been an incredible. And here's a driver who's about to get the most wins in a single season, 6. And it would be his first career, first time ever Jacob Tutu has won more than 5 races. This would be, listen to this, Jacob Tutu is going to be the first driver with 6 wins, and he's going to be the points leader, and he's going to be the points leader in the round of 8. If anyone's going to win this championship, and hopefully he doesn't beat himself in the round of 8, it's this Jacob Tutu kid. Three to go. This would be incredible if Jacob Tutu pulls off the miracle of awesomeness. And let me remind you, he's never won a championship. And this is the Jacob Tutu. I expected it. It would not only give Lauren Ekstrom her first title as an owner, it would not only be Cody Smart's championship. Well, actually, no. Cody Smart's not partnered with BMW. I'm sorry, I take that back. But back to my point. Not only this would be the first ever championship for Australian Motorsports, as well as for Lauren Ekstrom. BMW has never won a championship in this community. White flags in the air. You know why I say that? If Jacob Tutu wins this championship, BMW would join Audi, Mercedes, and Mitsubishi as the only foreign manufacturers that have won a championship. And Jacob Tutu would like to join the likes of yours truly, Anthony McCurry and Brandon Gonzalez. And here is his 6th win. 6th win of the season for Mr. Jacob Tutu, as he wins race 1 of 4, or event 1 of 2 at Kansas. And he's already into the next round. So that's another 5 playoff points for Jacob Tutu going into the reformatted points. Yes. But Jacob Tutu is saying, I want to win my championship in style. Nobody cannot stop Jacob 2-2. And this is probably triggering Elijah. Because this is Elijah's worst nightmare he's seeing right now. Jacob 2-2. You have got to give this guy props. I don't know what is it this year. I'm about to ask this question. Is this the year Jacob 2-2 finally becomes a champion? We will have to find that out when we get to Toronto. Jessica Miller second, Sandy Watson third, Amber Whitecastle fourth. That might be it as far as the Rookie of the Year battle is concerned. I believe with 5, what is it? We've completed race 25. We have, what, 6 to go? So Amber Whitecastle needs to lock it up in like 3 or 4 races, and she'll be the Rookie of the Year. Danny Rant 5th, Strawberry Lawson 6th, Mike Chilton, who just recently got eliminated 7th, Jesse Hart 8th. The top 10 rounded out by Luke and Brianna Knight. Nice run for Brianna Knight. This could put her out of the danger zone heading into our elimination race in 4 days' time. We had 1 and 2 drivers finished in the playoffs. You don't have to go far because the rest of our playoff grid, Lauren Ekstrom 11th. I think that might be enough. I don't know. I will have to get Cody to confirm that with me. I think that might be enough for Lauren Ekstrom to move on to the next round of the playoffs. Betty Johnson 7th in points. That might put her away from the danger zone with 12. Brittany White 14th. Well-needed run. Remember, Brittany White came in this race the critical 8th position in points, so she might have gotten away from the cut line as far as that is concerned. Looking further on down, June Einstein, 22nd. Ooh, because she didn't beat Brianna Knight and Brittany White, I think June Einstein's going to still be in the danger zone heading into next week. And then some questionables. Jazz Sugartown, 25th. Katsura Mirren was 28th. I don't know where this is going to situate those drivers. You look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. Valentina Fernandez, 31st. She's more than likely going to find herself in a must-win situation. Same with Ben Erickson, who could find himself in a precarious spot heading into next week. And Ari Springer, more than likely, is going to find herself in a must-win situation. And Quincy Einstein was 2nd in points. So the playoff grid got shaken up again. So did the points. And we're going to find out in 4 days' time who will be the 4 drivers that will sadly be eliminated here at Kansas. But our first day of 5 are complete here at Kansas, as we have finally made up the Arizona weekend, and now these drivers will stay here at Kansas, as most of them will have to get their backup cars out and get ready for their elimination race in 4 days' time. Tomorrow, it's the AutoZone Amateur Series race here at Kansas, followed by the Truck Series race here at Kansas. That will be their first race of the second round. Buffalo Wild Wings Series be racing after that, their first race of the second round. And then for these drivers, the Monster Energy Series drivers who ran today, in 4 days' time, we'll be back here at Kansas for their race here at Kansas, their second race at Kansas, and it's an elimination race as we'll say goodbye to 4 drivers as far as that's concerned. But you will not see the points and all that until the pre-race show in 4 days' time here at Kansas. Hope you guys enjoyed today's 4 divisions from Kansas, the first of 2 from the Monster Energy Series drivers. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and become part of the PCS Array crew today. We've shown your full finisher results. You will see your updated rookie points and overall points in our pre-race show in 4 days' time for the Monster Energy Series, as we will determine the 4 drivers to get eliminated, and that will be fun. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, I've been Danny Vold signing off. Goodbye from Kansas, and you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of the PCS Array, the best in racing since 2017.